G'day everyone, welcome back to the Perkins Engineering YouTube channel. I hope you all enjoyed the last episode where we took this rocket out to Calder for a shakedown. Both Dad and myself got to cut a few laps, and the feedback on all the social channels and whatnot's been excellent. So it was a really cool moment in part of the restoration, but a cool moment in time. Obviously 30 years on, to have this car back on track, given where it ended up in its racing life and whatnot. Yeah, really cool moment. So thanks everyone for sort of getting behind it, supporting it and enjoying it. It gives me great pleasure to read all the comments and see all the feedback. So thank you for your support. This episode, number 49, the hard work's not done yet. So we wanted to bring you into the workshop and just sort of show you what we're doing after the shakedown. So the shakedown, the purpose of that was to give the car a run before it heads to Bathurst. I just couldn't possibly have it running there for the first time in case there was some issue with oil lines, clearances, tolerances, whatever. So we've done the running now at Calder, and we've had some basic inspections. There was no major issues, nothing that stopped us from cutting laps. But now we jacked the car up and we continue that inspection process and work through a job list. So I'm holding our trusty Perkins Engineering blue books. So these become the Bibles, if you like, for the cars, and we log all of the kilometres, the part IDs and whatnot are all logged here, and it's kind of just a written record of everything with the car. So before the event, we had all of our setup information, corner weight distribution, how we set up the brake bias, how much fuel was in the car, and so on. And then after the event, you basically start a handwritten job list on one side. So I'll give you a bit of a rundown on some of the jobs that are on the job list, just so you understand. The first one was remove wheels, wash wheels and inspect. So I'll show you a little bit of overlay footage of that, but basically wash the wheels with hot soapy water, and then a visual inspection process just to make sure there's sort of no clearance issues up under the guards and whatnot, and that's a visual inspection process. The last run, the starter motor was just a bit funny. It was probably a little bit hotter than it'd been all day. So we just need to double check our starter motor setup and clearances, and the mesh to the flywheel, and our clutch clearance as well. So reset all of that. I've actually still got brand new starter motors on the shelf. So that was a brand new starter. We'll just have a good look at that and see if we need to change anything there. We're gonna double check our idle and throttle stops and bits and pieces to make sure none of that has come loose, which is all right in under the airbox lid. We want to reset up our brake push-pull rod setup. So that was probably our only self-induced issue on the day, when Dad was talking about wanting to change where the brake pedal height was. We both agreed to go one way, and then we both agreed that we went the wrong way, and it just pulled the master cylinder on a little bit. So we're going to reset that properly. A request from Dad was to reduce the caster, so that'll make the steering a little bit lighter. Our general inspection process, wheel alignment, check the clutch bleed and reset if required, bleed the brakes, inspecting the pads and the rotors on the way through, and then check our vitals. So diff oil level, gearbox oil level, engine oil level, and other vitals as well. Any leaks around the engine, fittings, oil fittings, fuel fittings, and drain the fuel as well. So there'll be more and more jobs get added to that list. But what we'll do now is sort of just take the camera, bit of a roam around while we're doing some of those jobs over the next couple of days, and clip it up into a nice little video. So let's go and have a look. Draining the fuel with the car pumps into our churn. And normally we would have a little box on the ground back in the day. We had the Holy Blue in it, but just going to use the car pumps today, drain the fuel out. It'll come up our sight tube here, and then we can work out how much fuel was used at Calder. Okay, so fuel pumps have ran dry, and we can see that we've drained 510 just under 20 litres, so probably around about 18, 19 litres, which is lucky because we put 20 litres in for the last session, so good guesswork. Once I drain the fuel, gonna make sure all the fittings that we backed off are tight again, which was only one. And because there's no fuel gauges in these cars, I always put a little tape note down, fuel empty, meaning drained. And then when I add some fuel in, I can mark it on there. But in case you forget where you're at, that's where we're up to. Cleaning up under the wheel arches, just with a rag and some solvent. And then you'll see part of the vacuuming process is vacuuming out the front under tray. So picks up a bit of debris, we'll vacuum the car and get as much of that crap out before the next outing. A little bit of junk gets in the car, which we'll vacuum up. It was always my job as a kid to vacuum out the car. It looks about the same as what it was 30 years ago, to be fair. All right.
I'm coming up.
Yep, pump it up.
Pressure.
Open.
Down. Shut.
Close. One more. Pump it up.
Pressure.
Open.
Down.
Close. All right. I'll go to the back. All right, pump it up.
Pressure.
Open.
More open. Yeah, okay, down. Coming up.
Hang on. Close. Pump it up.
I'll give it a pump up. Pressure.
Open.
Down.
Close.
Coming up.
Go to the other nipple.
Yeah. Come up. Pressure.
Hang on. All right, pressure.
Yeah.
Open.
Down.
Close. Pump it up.
Pressure.
Open. Close. All right, just relax.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got one more to go. And then we'll do the clutch. Maybe just give it a couple of slow pumps and then hold it down.
Down. Pull down.
Open. Close.
Shut.
Yeah, close. Just go pump it up again.
Righto, down.
Hang on. You down?
Yeah.
Open. Closed.
Alright, now I'm coming up slow. Pumping.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't need to bleed it anymore.
No, it feels really good.
Right, brake and clutch bled set up. How's it feel?
Well, I wish I had that good brake pedal all my life, but it's perfect. And the clutch is perfect. And the throttle's perfect.
And we've got an interested onlooker here.
No, it all feels really good.
Well, that's just a bit of a sneak peek on sort of what we've done after the shakedown on a 93 car. So all those jobs, we've basically ticked them off. Again, no major issues, which was really handy. And looking forward to the car running again now at Bathurst. The last job we'll do when we're on the ground is just that final wheel alignment tweak, just to get the steering wheel that little bit straighter, which we'll do when we put all the wheels and everything and we're ready to go back on the ground. But it's been a great journey, and showing you guys sort of everything we've been doing along the way has been really cool. So thank you very much for tuning in. It did occur to me in the last video that and was always going to happen, I left a few people off the thank you list. Dave Gardner was one that's been involved since the start with Travi Langman, so thanks to Dave Gardner. I also forgot to mention custom wiring and electrical So we featured Chris Archer and his business when we finished off the engine harness. I forgot to mention them. And also K&A Engineering, Craig Konecki, Phil, the whole team there. Thanks for various bits and pieces they've done on the car as well. So I'm sure I've missed other people, and I'm going to keep making sure that I remember them, because over that 5, 6, 7 year journey, it's pretty easy to forget that those specifically that helped us out in a big way. So thanks again, everyone. Love reading all the comments and the reaction to running at Calder. Looking forward to bringing you the next episode. In theory, we've got something pretty exciting planned. It's been in the pipeline for a while now, so looking forward to sharing that with you very soon. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe our channel. perkinsengineering.com.au. We're busy putting together another order of some merchandise. Just been saving up a few pennies for that, so keep tuned on the website and Facebook. We'll keep you up to date. But thanks again, guys. Much appreciated, guys and girls. We'll see you next time. Cheers.